Okay, so I'm building this cabin and I don't have a lot of time to go up on site and to build it up there. So I'm trying to build as much as I possibly can at home. So this is my first rafter that I've built. I calculated I'm going to need probably 21 of these. And the ones that are above the loft will not have a support going across, because the loft decking will act as that support to stop the outside walls of the cabin from being pushed out. But the trusses that will not be above the loft section will have an additional support going across the bottom just to support those outside walls. So right now I'm building these rafters, and I built the first one. This one's a prototype, but here in my garage I'm actually not going to be putting in the center joint. I'm going to be leaving them just two halves so that I can easily put them on my trailer and take them up there. Once I'm up on site, all I have to do is screw that center rafter together, and then the trusses will be ready to go up. So I'm using these, this is all completely recycled material. So these come off of an industrial pallet. They are 5'8" and 7/16 or so. All of the rafters are cut at a 22.5 degree angle, which is really nice because it's a preset on my saw. So all I have to do is set it to that marker and then cut them all. My dad recently built a home and had a bunch of scrap particle board that they had used to, when they cut out the windows. So I went and grabbed all of those. So I have a whole bunch of these laying around, and I've been ripping them down to 18-inch. They're 18 inches by 7.5. And then I use that same 22.5 degree angle setting on my saw to cut this portion. So to make it the thickness of the 2x4 here, the measurement I believe is, this dimension right here is 3 inches and 3/4, gives me the exact dimension that I need here. And then this is 18 inches, and I just cut it from the very center. I cut it at 22.5 degrees, and it gives me that 3 and 3/4 inch width that I need right here. So I'm probably going to be gluing and screwing these on both sides of the rafter just to be safe. So I'm going to be cutting 21 rafters, 3 per rafter. So I'm going to need about 130 of these. I'm probably going to cut about 140 to take up on site just to make sure that I have everything that I need up there. This is about a stack of about 37 here that I got out of 7 or 8 boards that I got from a construction site. These are all cut down to the 18 inches by 7.5, and so I'm going to be cutting these at an angle. Okay, so cutting those, I'm going to be cutting the angle here on these 18-inch boards to fit my rafters. And what I've done to speed this up is I've put a block here at 3 inches and 3/4. So this is 3 inches and 3/4. And then I just used the setting on my saw. If you look right down here, it has a 22.5 degree setting on there, and so I just make sure that it snaps right there. It snaps into gear. Okay. And then it's as simple as putting my board in there, making sure it's secure, holding onto it tight. Okay, I got my angle there, flip it over and do the same thing on the other side. Okay, and I just got to do that about 140 times or so, and I'll have all of my rafters cut. So while I'm here at home and can't be up on the property yet because it's about a 2-hour drive away and I have other things to do, I'm going to have all of these cut and prepped. I'm going to have all of the 5'8" rafter boards pre-cut and ready to go up there. The foundation, I've already cut it, and the 28 by 15 foot foundation, which we built out of 80 pallets. So the only thing I paid for there was screws. That is all assembled and up on site already. And so once I get the rafters done, I kind of jumped the gun and went straight to the rafters before doing the walls, but that's part because I didn't know the windows measurement. But now that I have the windows, which I bought for $1 a piece off of a local classified, bought 10 windows. So now I'm going to start designing the walls, and I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do that. I need a 28-foot wall with a door right in the middle. We're going to have the front door right in the middle. Have a porch there, but So I have about a 14.5-foot wall I got to figure out exactly where I'm going to put the windows, and I'm going to start framing those walls out. I have a 10-foot trailer, so I'm not sure if I'm going to do a 14-foot wall and try to figure out how to get it up there, or if I'm going to do it in smaller pieces and just leave the top cap and bottom cap off until, or, you know, I don't know. Not exactly sure what I'm going to do there, but we'll figure out the walls and how we're going to build those and get them up there. So I'm going to prefab them here in my garage as much as possible, so that by the time I get up there, it's just a matter of putting everything together. So that's what I'm working on today.